Shropshire Disability Network newsletter, issue number 6, November 2010. This is part 4 of the article section of the newsletter. Osteoarthritis supplement study. Supplements to ease the pain of arthritis do not work. This has been taken from Health News NHS Choices report. The webpage is as follows: www.nhs.uk/news/2010/09 September/pages/supplements-of-no-benefit. Supplements to ease the pain of arthritis do not work, reported The Independent. The newspaper said that the supplements glucosamine and chondroitin, which have been widely sold in health shops and have been increasingly prescribed by GPs and rheumatologists in the last decade, are no better than placebo at reducing joint pain. The news story is based on research that pooled data from 10 trials and found that chondroitin, glucosamine, or a combination of the two, were not useful in reducing the joint pain or treating the narrowing of the joint space associated with osteoarthritis. However, the supplements were not shown to be harmful. This was a well-conducted study, and its results are in keeping with guidance from the National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence, NICE, which does not recommend treating osteoarthritis with these supplements. The study was carried out by researchers from the University of Bern, Switzerland, and was funded by the Swiss National Science Foundation. It was published in the peer-reviewed British Medical Journal. Lung taste buds need more study. This has been taken from the NHS Choices on the 25th of the 10th, 2010. Human lungs can taste bitter substances in the air, reported The Independent. It said a study has found that taste receptors have been discovered in the smooth muscle that controls the flow of air into the bronchi, the narrow airways of the lungs. The researchers claim that the findings could lead to new types of drugs for asthma sufferers. The discovery of receptors that appear to be involved in the constriction and relaxation of airway muscle is an important avenue for future research. It is possible that it may one day lead to new treatments for asthma. This is very early research, however, and much further investigation is needed before it's known if a treatment will come from this. You can read the full story at www.nhs.uk/2010/pages/taste-buds-in-the-lungs. Stroke symptoms. I recently received this email and it's pretty good advice. Remember the first 3 letters, STR. My nurse friend sent this and encouraged me to post it and spread the word, and I agree. If everyone can remember something this simple, we could save people. So seriously, please read. Stroke identification. During a barbecue, a friend stumbled and took a little fall. She assured everyone that she was fine. They offered to call the paramedics, and she said she'd just tripped over a brick because of her new shoes. They got her cleaned up and got her a new plate of food, and while she appeared a bit shaken up, Ingrid went about enjoying herself for the rest of the evening. Ingrid's husband called later telling everyone that his wife had been taken to hospital at 6 p.m. and had passed away. She'd suffered a stroke at the barbecue, and had they known how to identify the signs of a stroke, perhaps Ingrid would still be with us. Some don't die, they end up in a helpless, hopeless condition instead. It only takes a minute to read this. A neurologist says that if he can get to a stroke victim within 3 hours, he can totally reverse the effects of a stroke. Totally. He said that the trick was getting a stroke recognised, diagnosed, and then getting the patient medically cared for within 3 hours, which is tough. Recognising a stroke. Thank God for the sense to remember the 3 steps, STR, read and learn. Sometimes symptoms of a stroke are difficult to identify, and unfortunately, the lack of awareness spells disaster. The stroke victim may suffer severe brain damage when people nearby fail to recognise the symptoms of a stroke. Now doctors say a bystander can recognise a stroke by asking 3 simple questions. S. Ask the individual to smile. T. Ask the person to talk and speak a simple sentence coherently, e.g., it's sunny out today. R. Ask him or her to raise both arms. If he or she has trouble with any one of these tasks, call the emergency services immediately and describe the symptoms to the dispatcher. A new sign of a stroke is to stick out your tongue. Ask the person to stick out his tongue. If the tongue is crooked or if it goes to one side or the other, this is also an indication of a stroke. The Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation says, "Help us fight the cancellation of vital new tobacco laws." As an anti-tobacco campaigning organisation, the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation fully backed the parliamentary decision in 2009 to ban cigarette vending machines from pubs and remove tobacco displays from shops and supermarkets. However, in 2010, it emerged the legislation may be under new threat from the new coalition government. The law was passed in the last few months of the Labour government, but the regulations that would have implemented the changes have been blocked, and there are now fears the law could be repealed. Help us make sure this does not happen by emailing or writing to your local MP and urging them to back the legislation, or you can go to the following web address: www.roycastle.org/content/left navigation/campaigns/help us fight the cancellation of vital new tobacco laws, to download a template letter and full briefing document for you to send to your local MP. Alternatively, you can enter your postcode to email your MP. Work choice, supporting disabled people in employment. From the 25th of October 2010, Work Step, Work Preparation and the Job Introduction Scheme will be replaced by Work Choice. Work Choice helps disabled people to find employment and can support you in your job if you need it. Work Choice helps people with disabilities whose needs cannot be met through other work programs, access to work, or workplace adjustments. This might be because you need more specialised support to find employment or to keep a job once you've started work. If Work Choice is for you, it will be tailored to meet your individual needs. It will focus on helping you achieve your full potential and moving towards becoming more independent. Work Choice will also ensure employers get the support they need to employ more disabled people. The Work Choice programme will be delivered by providers funded by the government, and there are 3 sections called modules. Module 1 is Work Entry Support. This will last for up to 6 months. You will receive help with personal skills and work-related advice to get you into supported or unsupported work. Module 2 is In-Work Support. This will last for up to 2 years. You will receive help to start work and stay in your job. Module 3, Longer-Term In-Work Support. You will receive help to progress in your job and, where appropriate, help you to move into unsupported work. If you're already on Work Step, your Work Step support advisor will talk to you about Work Choice and what the change means for you. If you're already on Work Preparation or the Job Introduction Scheme, your Job Centre Plus Disability Employment Advisor, DEA, will be able to talk to you about Work Choice. If you do not have a DEA and want to know more about Work Choice, contact your local Job Centre Plus office to arrange an appointment. Some other organisations who work with disabled people will also be able to talk to you about Work Choice. For more information, you can contact your local council, and full details can be found on the DirectGov website, which is www.direct.gov.uk/en/disabled people/employment support/work schemes and programmes/DG_187696.